Hey everybody, so I'm here in my van, which has no air conditioning right now because it needs a new compressor. I know. I'll give you a grand tour of the mess in here, but I wanted to say that I have a Jack-in-the-Box clown head. And Maggie they had several of them. Maggie put one on my antenna. I never saw it. I don't know what happened to it. So I'm going to have to put something on top of my dashboard that I can connect this to and just have it kind of like bouncing around on top of my dashboard, because Jack in the Box holds some incredibly great memories of Massachusetts. My brother, my ex-sister-in-law, like ex-sister-in-law. He's been married a few times. And yeah, I'm going to find a way to incorporate Jack into my life. I missed some commenting on a video, and I don't know how this woman's comments got wiped out, but guys, there are community guidelines for YouTube, but I'm going to have to create a community guideline too. I always believed in the freedom of speech, and I always quote that famous saying, I may not like what you have to say, but I would defend to the death your right to say it. Well, I guess that's not going to apply on my channel, because I don't want to lose, especially my long-term subscribers, over cat fights. There's just no good reason for unkindness. And I've seen a lot of really crappy comments, insults to my children, insults to myself. This is from my heart that I'm sharing my life with you. I started out just making a random video. It wasn't supposed to turn into what it turned into, but it did turn into that. And, now I want to see it through. There's a lot going on in my life, and a lot of women in my financial situation and worse would like to see the outcome, would like to see how I navigate a disaster in finances. This van has been a disaster, I know, but I'm in with this van for the long run. And there were a lot of insults to my children, and I allowed some of them because my children said allow them to speak, and I said okay. And it just, the thing is this: when you really don't know the whole situation and you make a judgment call, it doesn't make a lot of sense to me. Why is that flashing? I guess it's okay. I'm just not going to tolerate it anymore. And this is where you all come in for me. I'm going to start leaving my email address at in the description of my videos. I would really appreciate it if you see something in a comment, get a quick shot of it. What do they call that? I've said this word 1,000 times in my head, and then I forget. Take a snap of it and email it to me along with the name of the video, and I will find it and I will deal with it. I just don't want any more meanness in comments. It just simply will not be tolerated, and I'm not going to give you a warning. I'm just going to block you from being able to comment anymore. And yes, you can come back under another name, but I'm going to tell you something. I know. I can tell by the way a viewer or sub does their texting I'm like, wow, doesn't that sound a lot like so and so? I know you're coming back once I block you under different names. And that does not change who you are. It only changes that I have to watch more carefully for when you make a comeback and decide to be cruel, mean, and just inappropriate. Let's not be inappropriate. Um, my life is mine, and I'm doing what I want to do. I haven't asked you for anything, so don't feel that you have to try to fix my life with your mean comments. First of all, I'm probably not going to listen to you, though, I mean, I do read the comments and I do think about what you say, and as a matter of fact, it has influenced me at times. Especially, the reminder that Finn is not going to be a little boy forever. That was a big reminder, I was like, wow, it's a lot of truth in that, and I'm not thinking about that. And then, things like getting old, getting sick, and in other van life Facebook pages, they've said it's really hard, and sometimes I wish I had a place to go home to. And I understand that. I remember it'll be 2 years in September that I went up in that trip up north, and I ended up spending a lot of money on hotels over it. And it was a small subcompact, so the gas was really cheap. But I remember feeling like I can't wait to get home. I just want my kitchen and my bathroom and my bed. So yeah, I think I'm going to try life out. Just camping when I can afford to go, because gas is going to be very high on this. For every 2,000 miles, I think it's going to be like $800 to $1,000. Yeah. So, yeah. Um, that's pretty much all I had to say. I would really appreciate help in watching over my channel, monitoring it. I'd appreciate that. Only if you see something that's, getting out of hand, and bring it to my attention. I do check my email several times a day. So that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. So I'm sitting here in my van, and next thing I'll do is show you what's going on the inside. The rug's gone. The rug's gone, but the glue is stuck, and some fiber. So we'll do that next. Okay, bye.